All right, everybody. What is going on? Let me just check over here, make sure everything looks good. All right. Greetings, Amber. Good to see you. Um, we have a lot to cover today. If you could see here, let me show you my tabs. We have a ton. We have a ton of stuff to go through. So if you're watching this from the beginning, just know right now if I'm being like, change this, this looks good, this looks bad. I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to get through as much as possible so that we can try to get through as many resumes and LinkedIn profiles today because I would like to get everybody a chance. I had no idea like 15 people would send me resumes in LinkedIn. So sorry, I'm also a little under the weather. We're having our change of seasons here in California from hot to not so hot. It's great. And you know, as you may know, I just had my second born and he will be joining us today. He usually just falls asleep in the harness, so he shouldn't be an issue. But if he is, I will pause and I will take him somewhere else, and then we can resume what we're doing. Or if it's we can't do the stream for the rest of the day, that's fine too. But guys, let's get on with it real quick. I will be doing a crash course on how to land your first IT job with no professional experience, college degree, or countless certifications. This is going to be a good training. I've been working on this all weekend. I really hope that you guys will join. It should be about an hour long, and it's going to be what I've been talking about, but in a very condensed and more mastered format. So um, I hope you're there. Be sure to register with your email address, and then you will get the details. I will drop it real quick in the chat. I'll just make it a comment. One sec. So the crash course is on Wednesday, Veterans Day, so it's 11/11 at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Alrighty. Okay. The crash course is mostly for people who are trying to get into the field. If you already have in the field, it may be still applicable because you could take a lot of the things I teach about ATS and interviewing, storytelling. Those are really important. So anyways, let's get on with it. I'm going to be going from right to left here, and I'm going to get rid of my bookmarks bar, so that's a distraction. Whew. Hey, look at that. So this one is going to be the first one we're going to cover. This person, she sent me her resume a long, long time ago, but then something happened, and she just got it to me. So, I'm going to take her first because it's first come, first serve in this case. Alrighty, so what we have here is, I'm going to assume that what you have in the header is supposed to be there, right? Your first and last name, your city and state, your email address, LinkedIn profile. No hyperlinks, none of that. Let's see, you got your education there. That's great. Bachelor's and your associates. Okay, good. Good. Where's your GPA? That's my next question. Any honors courses, anything special? You need to put there summa cum laude, any of that kind of stuff. Let's see what else we have. Areas of expertise, office automation, security, data entry, problem solving. Okay, these are more soft skills, I guess. It's hard to say. Training and certification. I would say these are more training. I don't see any certifications here. No A+, no Sec+. Okay. Okay, skills. Assembly. Okay, hardware, software, OSs, programming tools. Okay. Now, there's no summary. That's a hard thing. So having a summary helps you focus that resume and puts your resume in context of what you're trying to accomplish. So that's not there, so I'm having a hard time understanding. Let's see, you had an internship, a lot of details. So what was your position at this internship? That's a major question here. You worked at Tripler Army Medical Center. Sorry, my nose is a little stuffy. Okay, you're there. Okay. Okay, the meat and potatoes are here, right? Like the information's there. It says what you did. It says, how long you were there, but there's a few details like how much of this, you don't need to say hours per week really. Um, it looks like you are in the military from what I'm guessing, or you're a federal government service employee. Okay, so I'm assuming you're a civilian who works for the government. And okay, man, you have a lot of experience. Okay, so you don't need to put this much experience out there unless you really want to, right? Like, I would clean up this section, right? And then I would clean this up and make it one thing: training. It's or a core competency, skills, whatever you want to call it. I like skills because that's more ATS friendly. But yeah. If you say you have programming languages, you need to have a GitHub and you need to show it. So that way you could demonstrate to the recruiter what you can do in terms of programming, whether that be some web pages, websites, or some scripts you wrote, something like that. Even some projects you did for school. So you graduated about a year ago. Okay. So if I were this person, I would definitely put go start going for the Sec Plus and put that down, going towards Sec Plus. Um, I'd clean this up. I put down my title. I would remove these things like address, hours per week. I would the duties here. I would really try to contextualize it. How many users, this and that. How many printers, this and that. Um, and then I would just make it more professional. That's what I would do next. Okay, let's see the previous experience here. So this is what you're still currently doing, lead mail clerk. So we got to avoid paragraphs. We got to do like line by line by line, bullet points, because it's easier to read for everybody. Because like I'm looking at this paragraph and I'm like, man, this is intimidating. Okay, so I think you could summarize this, right? Like in terms of what you do as a lead mail clerk, like you lead and organize mailing operations and execute. There's a lot of stuff here. And training. So you have some like leadership here. You have some operations. What are some of your accomplishments there? So things like that. And then previously you were the mail clerk there. Okay. And then so actually you don't have to do this, but I do it in some resumes I do for people where I just make this one job. I just say lead mail clerk from March 2018 to present. So that way you don't have to like do a whole job thing. Um, there's really no clean way of doing it, but I usually just go with the most recent one because that's my current position at the company or occupation. And it was a promotion there. So and you could say promoted from mail clerk to lead mail clerk for being recognized and this and that. That's one way to do it. Okay. Computer assisted ordering clerk. Okay. So now we're getting to 2 pages. This is kind of like you need a full revamp, really. And I'm guessing you're trying to get into cybersecurity. You need to make it more cybersecurity focused. You need to make it more technical sounding. You need to drive harder on the technical skills. You need to think about from someone's perspective who is a not. I'm not even talking about ATSs. I'm talking about the recruiter. I'm talking about the hiring manager. They want to have a person in their mind who is IT driven, who is doing everything possible to get into the space. And this resume doesn't really persuade me, but you do have some technical skills. That's good. You need to drive harder on that. You need to make it clear, okay? So it sounds like you're trying to get into, a contract job with the government for cybersecurity. Okay, cool. All right, best of luck. Oh, we have a her LinkedIn as well. So Elena, that's good, but it's not saying what your goal is to do. I'm assuming your goal is to get into IT. I'm so sorry, I have to sneeze. Well, I didn't sneeze. It's too bad. Oh boy. Okay. So, Elena, you could seriously do this. Really, you have to really revamp this resume. You really have to LinkedIn as well. You need to be. You need to. You sound like just a lead mail clerk. You want to be, an IT person. Recruiters will look at your resume and your LinkedIn. They will look at both. So keep that in mind. Good luck. Um, Let me know if you need any help. Okay, let's close that. All right, and just in between, I'm just going to share about the crash course this Wednesday. This is something I like to do on a regular basis because this is just kind of like an hour pack of especially if you've never been in the group for not a long time or you never heard of me and what I do. This is kind of a good way to get kind of started. So guys, it's really just for you to know that it's possible to get to IT without technical experience with only one certification, and that there are systems in front of you that if you understand how the systems are built, you can easily break through them. Okay. Alrighty. This is the first resume I got. I cleaned it up a little bit because I don't want the person's personal information. I don't want to put that out there um, on the internet. I didn't ask you guys remove it because I realize that if I say remove your personal information, no one submits their resume. I'm so sorry. My allergies are terrible. Okay. So this resume, I don't know what to do with it personally because there's nothing here. I don't know. I don't know what this person's goal is to do. It looks like they were in networking. Um, uh, they've been a technician several times in different capacities, but I don't know what this person wants to do in terms of their career. There is some detail here what they did, but it's really not enough. Like I'm sure as a networking technician, you do more than maintaining inventory and functionality of resident hall switches and wiring jacks. I'm so sorry. I'm just like so congested. Um, oh yes, let's see what I'm looking at. So Amanda, you can do a lot more. You need to put your LinkedIn. You need to put more detail. You've been at this company for 3 years. You have much more than modifies, updates, and corrects data contained in automated systems. So just try a little harder with this. Spend some time. Seriously, think about it. Go back to your previous jobs. Okay, look them up on Indeed, and then copy those job descriptions if that helps, and then follow the standards, statistics, key accomplishments, yada yada. Okay, Amanda. Can't spend that much more time on this one. Okay, we got. I changed the person to KU, their email. Okay, and I changed their phone number so that way we can understand what this resume looks like, the full picture of it, without their personal information. So when I read this resume, my main issue is readability. So A certified and experienced help desk technician with multiple years of expertise in the IT environment and familiar with IT infrastructure and specialties. Amazing customer service experience shown by previous employment and capacity to solve complex problems by searching for knowledge and asking questions. Ability to work in a fast-paced environment, both independently and other teams. So there is some grammar here, but when you read it out loud, it sounds okay. But when you see it, it distracts you. So I would recommend, first off, get it reviewed by someone, help you tighten up the English a little bit. That will definitely make a huge difference. You have a lot of great experience. You have a lot of great certifications. I would even not put even this Linux administrator Udemy, because Udemy provides a certification of completion, not really like a certification like Linux Plus, unless that's what you're doing, or LPIC or RHCSA. Put Linux in your skills instead. Put Bash, put Linux, put, Red Hat, put Ubuntu, put whatever you need to put in there. So that way it's obviously you're a Linux person, okay? Now, your summary is a summary about yourself, but it's not what you're going for. You need to really drive hard on that. Next thing, you had your first and last name, Network Plus, Sec Plus. That's great. What are you? You're saying you're a help desk person. Is that what you want to keep doing? You have to communicate that message. Your skills are good. It's very good. This is good. This is a clean resume. That's what I like about it. I'd be careful with these icons. Oh, this is not even an icon. This is an image, actually, is what Gmail's Google's telling me. And you had a hyperlink here. I would remove this hyperlink for your email. Again, and this is all comes down to ATS compliance. That is our number one goal here. Okay, so get rid of these icons. Get rid of the hyperlinks. I would be even careful with italicizing this, because it is not liked by these systems. Okay. Frontline technical support, users. Okay, help desk. Good. Add some stats. Add some protocols. Okay, consistently received high reviews from clients, highlighting their appreciation for my follow-ups to make sure report issue. Make that a key achievement, okay? Okay. Manage daily performance of computer systems, resolved user issues in a timely and efficient manner. Okay, let's get some numbers. You font changes here. I would go back to your original email and check. But I can't, I won't open it because I don't want you guys to see my email. But so, fella, check on this. Make sure the fonts are the same. So you have Calibri and Times New Roman according to Google. And then we link into page 2. This is now, I would be very careful here. Sorry, baby's crying. See, here you really crush it. You really crush it on being a hospitality manager. You add statistics. You describe the job very well. And hold on. Okay, we're back. Okay. So I would just probably even remove this, honestly, as a hospitality manager. It is part of your story, though, which is important. So tighten up your header. I already gave you a lot of feedback already. This looks good. Okie doke. Man, I'm smelling dinner. It smells good. Okay, guys. Advertisement. Real quick. It's not really a webinar. It says webinar, but it's a crash course. This crash course is going to be Wednesday. Sign up, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be showing you a lot of tips and tricks that I know, a lot of things that I learned on my journey so far, being on the, not only my own journey, but from what I've learned from teaching other people and observing other people, helping other people on their career path. So November 11th, 2025, 30 p.m. Pacific time. We are pretty full already, so if you want to get in now. Make sure you reserve. You will get a recording afterwards, but the recording goes away. So if you can't make it on the spot for live, you still get the recording. So just all you gotta do is register with the email. I'm not asking for anything else. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, Jamari Bryan. Okay, do we have your LinkedIn open yet? Let's just get this open. Copy, Jamari. Okay, a recent graduate in social sciences looking for IT support position at the University of Florida, where I can use my 3 years experience in customer service technology process. Okay, all right, cool. Let's see, what do you got? Okay, leadership, very cool. Front desk support, verify 60, okay, cool. Verify problems, 100 Windows PCs, user weekly, very nice. Career ambassador, So what I like about your resume, Jamari, is that you're only focusing on the technical aspects of those jobs, which is smart. That is the way you should do it. But the titles don't correlate. You need to change the titles. Okay. All right, virtual account counselor. Okay, so you're on the right track. But the problem is that it's gonna be hard to give you an opportunity to be again to IT because you don't have any IT certifications. You do have some technical experience so that you could spin. It looks like, and you wrote your objective correctly, that you're saying you want an IT support position at University of Florida where you can use your experience. But you need to drive hard on the technical skills. You need to drive hard on your leadership. You clearly have a lot of initiative. You clearly have a lot of drive. You sound like a really fun person to work with. And I hope you communicate that in your LinkedIn, your cover letter, and in your even more so here in your skills. So, and I would even move these a camp equity. I would just put this like this instead. I would do that, right? Whoop, whoop. Or instead of that, I would do this. Okay. There, you see? Boom, just save the other line so you could focus on what you need to talk about in your resume. So overall good, more skills, all right? Forgot your city and state and your email, unless you purposely took it out. It looks like it's inside the header. I would be careful with this. Sometimes ATS systems don't like that. Okie doke, let's see that's mine. Hey, what? Where'd your LinkedIn go? Oh, shoot, I had your LinkedIn open. Hold on one sec. Let's see here, this works. Okay, here we go. Okay. Sorry, baby's about to cry. Okay, looks like baby's a little bit calmer. Jamar, you right here. My long-term goal is to be an IT support-based role in a reputable organization focused on education and international learning as the role becomes crucial. Okay, this is really great. You know, you're obviously, you know what you're doing. I'm very impressed by your social media abilities, the way you're branding yourself. The problem is though, is that you're kind of like walking, like kind of like you're on the fence. Like I like doing these things that are like really related to my passion, and I would like to channel that in an IT career. So, but you need to show equally that that what you want to do in terms of helping people in education, international learning, you need to reflect that as well in a way for technology and show whatever your interest may be in technology. So you need to show that. You need to show some initiative in that. Certification is obviously an easy one. I don't know, labs. There's so much stuff you could do. So you're on the right path. You really are. But take in mind what I said about branding yourself and showing it. That's really all you're missing. But you're doing great, Jamari. Keep it up. Okay, who's next? Well, Jamari, you're done. Gerald, John. So I didn't clean this one up because there's a lot here. These are. I'm not going to go through the cover letter because that's not part of today's activity. These kinds of resumes, in some places they're okay, but I'm just not a fan of resumes that focus on graphics so much. Oh, I just gotta check the chat. Thank you, Rebecca. I tried to be. I'm really trying hard to be a decent parent. Let's see. I'm not going to click these links, but I'm assuming it just says you're certified. Okay, technical support. Let's see. Okay, you messed this part up. It should be reverse chronological order, Gerald. You need to go your most recent job first, and then, because this is what I think when I read your resume, that this is convention. Your most recent job must come first because that's how we read resumes. Your summary's over here. I just don't like these split pay because I feel like my eyes are bouncing around. I just want to read from top to bottom. That's how we naturally read. Really, left to right, top to bottom. My wife's cooking something very spicy. It's just lingering up my nose. Experience technical support system with over 6 years. I like how you highlighted this, but they kind of look like hyperlinks. All right, that's a good summary. Now tell them what you want to do. Okay, training, skills are good. Okay, it's good. I would just be careful with this type of format. I'm not sure how. I think you're looking for a job in the UAE. I'd just be careful with that. So, yeah, you got all the essentials here. Let's check out your LinkedIn. See, the thing is about like saying Cisco's a skill. That's so vague, because that's why certifications are great. You say I'm CCNA, I'm CCNP, I'm CCIE, I'm MCSA, MCSE, because when you pass that level, people know what are those exams, so they understand. I would be very careful with this. I like bullet points personally. That makes more sense. Wasted space. You're handsome, Gerald. Yeah. Get a better quality photo though. Okay, nice, smart. I like this. Very protocol, but tell people about yourself. CCP Enterprise, cool. Help me study for mine. Yeah, Smart Logic, Link Dose, I support. Okay, good. Yeah, this is it. Okay. CCNA. You said you're doing your CCP Enterprise. Where's that? Put that there. Skills. Okay. All right. Looks good. Put it in about section. Add your CCP Enterprise. Okay. Who's next? Gianfranco. Okay. So I cleaned up. I changed the personal information here. So this is all right. So the thing is, when you add your degree, it's kind of redundant in your certifications because you're already saying that here. right? New York Institute of Technology with a master's in cybersecurity, former sysadmin with 4 years. Don't say former sysadmin. Say at current New York Institute of Technology graduate with a master's in cybersecurity and with 4 years systems administrator experience. Okay? Don't say former. Don't put it in their minds that you used to be something. Okay? Just this is good. Don't say this and then also put it here. Okay? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Try to put some experience between. I'm not sure if you're trying to look for a job here in the United States or Ecuador. I mean Vancouver, BC. I'm sorry. But you need to have something for this gap. You did something. Otherwise, very good. I would just move the education between skills and experience, and I would fix the profile or summary. And I would change. I like this. I bet. Yeah, I like it. I'm sorry. All right. The child is occupied. Okay, so what I was saying here, you need to. I'm not against this, but I am an advocate of changing it to something that you are trying to be because I don't know what you're trying to do. So, if you are trying to say cybersecurity professional. That's what I would do. Okay, let's check out your. So you want to do IT support? I think you could do better than that, man. Personally. Let's see here. Whoa, look at this. Dude, you must be getting hit up by recruiters. Yeah, man, you should be going for something higher than IT support, personally. You have so much experience. Okay. You have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of experience, you have a solid degree. Like, show some self confidence yourself, Gianfranco Cisneros. Okay. Okay. That was the sneeze I was waiting for. I'm sorry you guys had to see me in this. Okay. John Rev Pacheco Villanueva. Okay. Um, I got a lot of problems with this resume. I don't like this the half and half. Okay. There's no detail here about your work. Um, be more detailed. Yeah. Get it, but change your email, man. That's I would not recommend that one. Where'd it go? Okay. It should be English, then new line Filipino for your languages. And then, okay, so this is a resume you made, I think, through jobs180.com. I feel like Filipino resumes are all like this. This must be the standard, is the half and half with the photo. I think the photo, that's a cultural thing. I would change your photo too. You need more detail. You need to drive harder on your skills, education, certifications. Okay. And your most recent job. Okay. Objective: to secure a position, a well-established organization, stable environment that will believe. Last show day will be used by organizations. Okay. It's kind of generic. I would revamp, John. I would start over. Okay. Okay. All right. Marius Somoza. So I changed your personal information, but you can't have these hyperlinks. It's very bad. Usually, I don't recommend those. Try to make this 2 lines. Avoid this white space. These are just simple things. Okay. Wow. A lot of. Okay. So I would get rid of all of this. Okay. Maybe just up to this part right here. January 27, 2017 to the present. Your skills are good. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if your resume came like this. I don't remember now. But you got to fix these spacing things. Let me just check real quick because I don't want to tell you one thing and then it's actually not that. I'm checking my inbox right now. 1 second. I might have to do the rest of these tomorrow. Da, 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 da. Okay. So, yeah, it was like that, the resume you sent me. So fix that. This is not what a summary is. A summary is a summary of you, your skills, and what you can offer to the position. This is not a summary, unfortunately, Marius. I would change that. And you need to put your education higher because you're talking about all the stuff you did, you know, CCDA, wireless, you know, that needs to be your education and your certification. So bring that up here. And I would get rid of all the stuff that doesn't matter. Like phlebotomy tech, get rid of it. Universal technicals, get rid of it. Healthcare, get rid of it. You know, bachelor of science in agriculture, keep. Okay. Okay, I will get rid of all these class certifications. You have the CCNA. Drive hard on that here. Okay, drive hard on that in your summary about yourself. Okay, and share more details. Okay, there's much more you could say, and I feel like you're holding back. It doesn't sound like you have a lot of confidence in your resume just from reading it, and it's just also very hard to read. It's just, it's one thing I hate about resumes is when they're done, where it's hard. It just doesn't. It's just hard to do them. I don't want that. I don't want you guys to go through that. I don't want someone else to think about your resume like that. That's why I do these. So clean it up, make it nicer, make it a positive experience for the reader. Okay. So that way, when you go in to the interview, they have a positive experience with you. Okay. Same thing. Yeah, same stuff. Yeah. Also, you know, grow your LinkedIn. If you're only there for 1 month, just get rid of it. Don't put it there on your resume. Okay. Who's next? Got a few more. Whew. Okay, I can do this. Home stretch. Okay, Leo Pearson, customer support, Dumfries, Virginia. I changed the phone number. I got rid of the email. But these are icons. Careful. Results oriented, professional, aspiring to work at IT help desk. My background involves experience in sales, client services, market. Okay. Highly adaptive and competitive. Highly adaptive, completing a variety of tasks, all while utilizing critical thinking, meticulous attention to detail, consistently recognized by superiors. Okay. Now, if I was hiring you for a sales and marketing job, that would be a good summary. But I'm hiring you for IT help desk. You just said I want to work at help desk, but here's everything I know and what I could do. It doesn't apply, and it just doesn't like. That's the problem I had when I went from sales to IT was that people kept looking at my resume like you're a sales guy, man. You know, so just keep that in mind. So the highly adaptive and completing, that's good. Okay, your certification. Okay, again, this is not ATS compliant at all. But it looks nice. But I would not, and I would, yes, you're like, oh, this is a table too, I think. This is a table, I believe. Don't use a table. Don't use the icons. Just get it like, get all the stuff in 2 lines. Name, city, state, zip, phone number if you want. I don't recommend it. Email, LinkedIn. You're good. Okay. Next line should be IT help desk analyst. Okay. Then you do this. Okay. And then better skills. You already did your 1001. Get those in here, okay? And then this is the table. Come on, man. No tables. Big no-no. Okay. Da-da-da. Try to make it sound more IT-ish. That's what I would go for. Analyze daily sales. Okay. Yeah. Good GPA. It's a 3.6, like summa cum laude at least, I think. In progress. Okay. All right. Let's go check out your LinkedIn. Usually when I go to people's LinkedIn, it's like kind of like the same thing. Experience. Okay. Say, where's your IT stuff? You know, operations and operations. What was it? Operations. Okay. Operations is operations professional seeking a position help desk, or operations professional with technical expertise in desktop software and hardware. Okay, that's good. Just swap these things out for IT ones. Okay. And same thing. Okay. Little guy's tangled up in my cord here. So it sounds like you're trying to transition from marketing into IT, which is, you know, it's doable. Operations are, yeah, it can be done, man. You just have to paint a picture in their mind. All right, last one. Marie. This is exactly how my resume used to look like. Except I just had a few things different. Okay. This is a beautiful resume. This is like really a resume that obviously Marie has a lot of experience. She's sysadmin, Microsoft Project Enterprise sysadmin, business analyst, SharePoint, ServiceNow admin, SharePoint admin, business analyst. You know, tons of SharePoint experience. You know, she's done a great job. Now, hyperlinks are the only thing. These bars. So this used to be this was like a thing when I did my resume like 10 years ago. That was like the standard, and that's kind of gone away because of ATS doesn't like them. That's it. But accomplished engineering professional with over 15 years of hands-on experience in all the phases of network security system administration. Oh, that sounds good. Advanced knowledge of SharePoint administration, hardware evaluation, project management, systems and network security, incident analysis, and recovery, first-rate communication skills, and beautiful. Okay. This is good. Technical. Okay, this is good. Yeah, I don't have another one. This is very like Microsoft SharePoint oriented. Let's get the other stuff in. Okay. Okay, monitor servers applications. Okay, how are you monitoring them? Are you using some sort of platform? Design, modify, implement Microsoft Project Enterprise. Okay. Okay, how are you providing these securities? Ensure compliance with appropriate regulations. Okay, what compliance? Is it like Sarbanes-Oxley? Is it, you know, NIST, et cetera, et cetera? Migrate services, report based, review validated. Okay, these are good. This is really great. You just have to, how do I say this? You have to go a little deeper. I feel like we're only at the surface. We're only at the top. We only see the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more there, Marie, that you could go into. Okay, and I know you really want to get to security, network security. Communicate that. What network security have you done? Is it some sort of firewall work? Is it because I'm not seeing that in your resume. Like you're saying in your header that you are, but where exactly are you a security professional? You need to communicate that, because when I scroll down to your skills, I see it. Okay. Move this up. Put it between your summary is very how do you say this? It's very bulky, but it's good because it reflects your experience. Like I would only recommend this kind of format for someone with your experience. And then let's see. Your education's good. Put your GPA, put any projects you have. Okay. Your recommendations. Now, see this is I think this is good. Now, I've never done this, but I like it because you have a lot of experience, but uh, it would be cool if you could put down the companies you worked with them at. That would be cool. All right. So yeah. So pretty good. Pretty good. But you need to really push harder here and say what you're going for. And then make your resume reflect. Your resume definitely reflects this part. Now it needs to reflect this part. Okay? Okay, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow, or Wednesday, we're going to do this crash course. Be an hour long. Share with you my revelations of how I figure things out for myself career-wise and for other people. I'm looking forward to having you guys. Don't forget to sign up. Your email address is here. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Anyway, still here. Looks like I think it's Rebecca. So, again, thank you guys so much. Looking